into this. So there's a couple charts we're going to look at. So the first one, now one thing that makes Bitcoin unique from any other asset is it's an open source network. And so because of that, we can see all the data around the network. And so we can see what's called on-chain metrics. One of the companies that we can get this from is Glassnode. And so we can see this. And when we look at the data, we can chop it up hundreds or thousands of ways, probably infinite amount of ways. And we can start to see when Bitcoin moved around. What was the price levels? How big are the wallets that hold it? The wallets that hold it, do they sell? Do they hold for long term? We can see lots of different things. So the first thing we're looking at is something called the realized price. All right, and what this shows us is when the Bitcoin moved the last time, what was the price of that Bitcoin? So for example, if the last time this Bitcoin moved was at $1,000, well, then we know that Bitcoin could fall a long time before that hits their limit of where they're going to lose money. And if they've been holding that long, they're probably going to continue holding. Versus if somebody just bought last week, then they could be short term and they could be more likely to sell. So we look at what the price was the last time it was moved, and then we take that and we divide it by the circulating supply. So with Bitcoin, we know there will be never more than 21 million. There's about 19 million in circulation today. So we take that last move price divided by the circulating supply, and we get what's the average entry price. And that's what we can see on this chart right here. So the gray line is the price of Bitcoin. The orange line is this realized price that we're talking about it. Now, one asterisk that I put on here is this is only for on-chain Bitcoin. So if you keep your Bitcoin on an exchange like Coinbase, for example, it doesn't track that because it's not being done on the main chain. If you are keeping your Bitcoin on an exchange like Coinbase or wherever, get it off. Get it off, put it into a cold storage wallet. One of the most revolutionary things about Bitcoin is it solves the oldest problem in humanity, which is how do I store my wealth in a way that can't be stolen? And Bitcoin solves that. So take advantage of that feature. All right, so the realized price. Now, what we notice here is that we can see this realized price goes up when the price jumps up high, and then the price comes below the realized price right there. So what we can see is that there is some profit taking as the price rises, but then what we can see is that because of the stair-step function that you see right here, and then it steps up, so we can see when the price goes up, some people take profits, but when the price comes back down, people hold. So the people left over hold, they decide not to sell. Simple, right? And so what we can see is right here, we're following this graph, we can see that this realized price is about $24,000. Now the price of Bitcoin at the time of this recording is about 31,000-ish. So that means that the realized price could be about 24,000. It's just one way to look at it. I'm going to bring it all together for you.